It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi there. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us on Tuesday. Hope you had a great Monday. And here we are with some news to tell you about. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, no doubt. A Nixa police cruiser was rammed by a man from Seligman, 39-year-old James Ray Larson. This after police tried to pull him over. Officers say that instead he sped up and then slammed on his brakes, popped it in reverse, and backed into them. They were unable to go anywhere. He took off in his car. They later found his car abandoned. Canine dog tracked it down and tracked down Larson and another man who was with him. The Drug Enforcement Agency reports their agency has been trying to track down Mr. Larson for 2.5 years.
Wow. Now
he is behind bars on multiple charges, including they said that they found meth on him. So perhaps,
that's wild.
Perhaps that's why he took off.
The DEA is looking for somebody for 2 years.
I know, because they are on it. They are on the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Got himself busted this time, though. Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott had to arrest one of his own. The sheriff says Deputy Alejandro Lopez had inappropriate sexual behavior toward a female inmate. She called the Jail and Prison Rape Elimination Act hotline, also known as PREA, and reported that bad behavior. Lopez will now be sentenced in May.
Wow. A new bill aims to end the cycle of dependency. Bill by that name would require those on welfare and receiving food stamps to work. Representative Eric Burleson authored it, and it will raise the work exemption age from 50 to 60 and would expand work requirements to include parents with children who are older than age 6. People who are homeless would no longer be exempt from the work requirement either. And the bill would remove the ability to waive the work requirement. So that's currently in the Congress, and we'll see what happens with it. We've been telling you about this for a while, and we have some specifics this morning on the first lane closure as part of the Interstate 44 widening project through Springfield. It actually happened overnight and is opening back up this morning. That overnight work is expected to happen throughout this week and maybe even longer, so heads up. But if you're sleeping during it, it makes it better, right? The next big change drivers will notice is when they start doing daytime stuff, shifting lanes, those sorts of things. You'll definitely notice that. So you're advised to pay attention, slow down, and heads up.
All right.
If you're driving,
advised we are
65 to West Bypass. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It might not feel like election season is upon us quite yet, but it's actually not that far away. It is close once again. So if you need to get registered to vote, you better do it by the end of business tomorrow. Yes. Wednesday is the last day to get registered to vote here in Greene County and several other counties as well. But this is for the general municipal election. Now, we do have city council issues, school board issues, fire protection district issues, all coming to a ballot near you on April 8th. So actually less than a month away. So in most counties, you can register online. And if you're going to vote in April, then you need to get that done.
Okay. Seems like there's always an election coming up.
You know, it's interesting because because the big one is in November, anytime there's a presidential,
right,
like it always feels like it kind of falls off for a while, you know? Mm-hmm. But I have been riding my bike a lot lately because the weather's been so gorgeous. Hello.
Yes, I know.
And I see the the school board and like city council, like I see all the signs out right now. So
yeah, I have seen signs out as well. And speaking of the weather, man, I was out at soccer practice last night and it was a delight. It was fantastic. I sat out there. I brought a jacket because I wasn't sure, but I didn't even need to put it on.
That's awesome.
Nice it was. I wore long sleeve sweatpants.
I feel like it's perfect for not a lot, but there are multiple districts on spring break this week, which is really cool because if you are like on a staycation, the weather's perfect. But I think most districts have it next week, and I haven't looked that far out. So Abby Dyer. She's your gal. She'll know.
She'll know. Wake up weather following this. Well, this time of year, it's a crapshoot. We've been known to have snow on April 14th before. We can vouch for that.
We can vouch for that. The weekend before we got married in 2007, there was snow and we had an outdoor wedding. But on our day, it was 82 degrees.
It was 82. It was lovely.
There you go.
It was lovely.
We're hot weather people.
We are hot weather people. We're getting closer. All right. The San Francisco 49ers, 2 of them are coming to Missouri to play for the Chiefs. The Chiefs signed former offensive tackle Jaylon Moore for 2 years and former 49er Elijah Mitchell. Meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs Trey Smith is now the NFL's highest paid guard. How about that? Smith just cut a deal worth $23.4 million. Good for him.
Yeah.
This will be his 5th season with the Chiefs.
Anytime Ethan says Missouri, I'm afraid he's going to run for public office. But to my knowledge, he's not running for anything in April. So
you never
I
know.
feel like we're safe. You never know. You never know. It's true. I do have a degree in political science. And you could have one, right? You probably have close enough. A lot of journalism people end up doing lots of political science classes because they're applicable. That's why. Okay. Here we go. Here's our final story. This is kind of fun because the weather's been nice, which is helpful. If you would like to help in keeping Springfield clean and green, now is your shot. You can volunteer on St. Patrick's Day, which is so fun. It's from 8 to noon. The Clean Green Springfield Initiative is asking for volunteers to come help clean up on Commercial Street. They're going to be planting flowers, putting down some new mulch in flower beds, just beautifying the area. You can sign up online or email any questions to historiccstreet@gmail.com. historiccstreet@gmail.com.
And St. Patrick's Day is coming up on March 17th. It's a Monday.
Yeah, you're right. I should have said that. I said St. Patrick's Day like everybody knows.
I had to look it up.
Well, no, it's good that I'm glad you said it out loud. So thank you. Yes, that's Monday, March 17th.
Monday, March 17th. All right. What else you want to talk about? Anything?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to belabor the weather point, but I'm just telling you, when we had like 74 degrees yesterday, it was heavenly. Today is going to be the same. Hallelujah.
Well, you know what that means? Spring storms are not far behind.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that maybe Friday is going to be a storm day.
A little hairy on Friday.
Somewhere. I don't know that it'll necessarily be here, but I talked to the Convoy Disaster Services team, and they were telling me, they were like, "Hey, heads up on Friday, because there may be something that warrants a response from us." So they're always watching that stuff, and they give me a heads up, just like when I worked in the newsroom. Ron or Abby would give me a heads up.
Yeah. So let me just, okay. So it's Tuesday. Today's high is 82 degrees.
That's
82 degrees. And then let me read. This is like Tuesday, starting with today, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 82 today, 78, 77, 77. And then Saturday, 62. Sunday.
Because that cold front,
60.
that cold front's coming through. What did I just tell you?
But then by Monday.
You're stealing all Abby's thunder here.
Well, I'm sorry. They'll still watch Abby because she'll give you like lots more detail. I'm just simply saying that if it's your spring break week, this week or next, you are set like a jet.
That's pretty good.
That's it.
That's pretty good.
That's all I got. That's all I need to know.
Snowing. It could be snowing. You never know.
All right. That's all we got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning.
Indeed, we will. See you.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. You are waking up on this beautiful Tuesday, March 11th, to temperatures that are well above the freezing point, and we are going to see some folks today hit the 80s. Seriously, it's going to be a nice warm day in the Ozarks. Warmth again. I know yesterday felt so nice across the Ozarks. We did have that south breeze and a red flag warning, and fire danger is going to be elevated again today. So I do want to mention that at least. That's going to be kind of the hazard out there on Tuesday. But sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. It will certainly be nice to sneak outside, take an afternoon walk, eat lunch outside, just enjoy the longer days now that we are on the other side of daylight saving time. It's nice to get the longer evenings when we have such beautiful weather to enjoy. I think you're going to see a lot of folks out on their evening walk tonight. Another nice one on deck today for us. I don't have much in the way of hazards. We should have sunny skies all afternoon. Conditions are going to be quite tranquil for us. There is some activity out on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest, seeing another rainstorm, and there's some shower activity all along the West Coast. Here in the center part of the country, things are quiet. Our big weather story is that fire weather conditions are elevated once again. Southerly winds will be gusting 15 to 25 miles an hour today. So there could be fires that spread very quickly in these types of conditions. Not only do we have the breeze, we have really low relative humidity, not a whole lot of moisture available in the air. And in these conditions, fires can spread very rapidly. So that's a big heads up for you on your Tuesday. We do have rain back in the forecast, a couple different chances showing up in our work week forecast, the first of which we'll get here tomorrow. Now, this is not a slam dunk rain chance. I think we could have some scattered showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms on Wednesday. Best chance of these is going to be south of I-44, and I think late in the day. So tomorrow's not a washout by any means. In fact, not everyone will even see the rainfall on Wednesday. It's a better chance for rain area-wide by the time we get to Friday, and there's a stronger storm system that I'm watching for that late week timeframe. It will be breezy for late in the week as well. I'm going to be watching for some gusty winds on Friday, along with the chance for another round of showers and thunderstorms. And on Friday, we could have some shower and thunderstorms that are on the strong side, or potentially talking about severe weather here for Friday. So it's still early. It's only Tuesday, but just keep that in the back of your mind. If you have Friday plans, just know there is some threat for severe weather in the Ozarks. So we'll want to watch that forecast very carefully. The big story for today, elevated fire weather. I have 78 degrees for the high temperature in Springfield. There will be folks that hit that 80-degree point today, though. If that's you later on, enjoy it. We will see high temperatures back into the mid 70s on Wednesday. I've got more upper 70s on Thursday. We're still in the upper 70s on Friday. It is going to be a warm week all across the board here, with the potential for some stronger storms by the time we get to late in the week. I am watching that late week potential for severe weather. At this point, I think all hazards would be possible, but this is still very early. Basically, what I'm looking at is an atmosphere that's conducive for thunderstorms. The potential is there on Friday, and I'm expecting that we see this kind of fine-tuned over the next couple of days from the Storm Prediction Center. That's who issues our watches and warnings, and we are going to see this area kind of narrowed in as we look at the severe weather risk as we get closer to the end of the work week. So stay tuned to that storm potential for Friday. Around the country, what's happening? It's widespread record high temperatures happening yesterday and today for portions of the upper Midwest and the northern and central plains. We also have elevated fire weather here in the Ozarks, but there's critical fire weather conditions for much of the southern high plains, not just today, but that is lasting for those folks for the rest of the week. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question of the day. And the question was this: what is the distance between the tops of light waves called? Options were A, reflection, B, refraction, C, wavelengths, or D, white light. Well, congrats if C, wavelengths, was your answer. Waves have a property called a wavelength. It's the separation between the two peaks on the chart there, and wavelength corresponds specifically to our perception of color. So very important. The question that I had the answer for you yesterday was about a rainbow. Wavelengths, very important in that it depends on what we perceive the light to be called. It is C, wavelengths. That is the distance between the tops of light waves. Here is the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. It's another optics question here. What is the name of the optical effect that casts a rainbow halo around the head of an observer's shadow? Do you think that is A, a glory, B, honor, C, angel, or D, a sendog? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. I thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather today. Enjoy the temperatures, light jacket weather this morning with temperatures in the mid 40s. You can probably ditch the jacket by mid-morning. Temperatures are going to be taking off today. I have a high temperature of 78 in Springfield, full sunshine in the forecast, but it will be breezy. Southwest winds gusting to 25 miles an hour. We are staying dry in the Ozarks on this Tuesday. I'll be back to chat with you again tomorrow morning. Thanks to our sponsors, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air.